Hi, fifth grade. It's spelling time. Remember how it works. I'm going to introduce the lesson in this screencast. I'll assign homework. You're going to practice more at home. We'll have an assessment every couple of weeks. Okay, this is Unit 7. Unit 7. What's a suffix? Who knows what a suffix is? Well, a suffix, the definition of a suffix, is a letter or a group of letters that is attached to the end of a word to form a new word or to alter the grammatical function of the original word. For example, the verb read can be made into the noun reader by adding the suffix er. The suffix is the two letters, e and r, so it's a letter, or in this case, a group of letters, that changes the grammatical function of the original word. Read is the base word, er is the suffix, and it's made into a new word by attaching the suffix to the base word. Reader, it also can be changed into an adjective by adding the suffix able, readable. So suffixes are the focus of this week's lesson for spelling. Unit 7, vowel changes in words. Does the spelling of a base word always change when a suffix is added? Let's take a look. What are the base words of the words written below? The base words, in other words, the main word without the suffix. What's the base word in fearless? Fear. In quickly, quick. Contentment, content. How about in periodic? Period. Definition. The base word would be define. Provision. The base word would be provide. Sorry, I hate writing in this pen while I'm talking on the screencast because I feel like whoops, now I erased it all. All right, I'm not going to write it. Fear, quick, content, period, define, and provide. It would just be D-E. There, that worked. Okay. Circle the words where the spelling of the base words changes. Well, we noticed that it changed when it went from define to definition and from provide to provision. But in these words, the spelling of the base word didn't change at all. When suffixes are added to words, they often change the spelling and pronunciation of the base word. Sometimes they change the spelling and pronunciation, sometimes they don't. When there is a change, it's usually an added letter, like hopped. When we add the suffix ed, we double the ending consonant. Okay, that's the old 1-1-1 rule, which if you were in my second grade classroom, you might remember that rule. If it was a one-syllable word with one short vowel that ended in one consonant, we doubled that last consonant before we added a suffix. I call it the 1-1-1 rule. Another thing that sometimes happens when there is a change is there's a deleted letter. Like from store to storage, we delete that silent E. Sometimes we substitute a letter. In crime, we take out the E and we add IN before we add the suffix AL to make criminal. And sometimes a deleted or added letter, sometimes there's a deleted or added letter and a stress change in pronunciation. So explore, the accented syllable is the second syllable, explore, explore. The second syllable is accented, more emphasis. But when we add the suffix shun and we add the letter A and take out the E, it changes to exploration, exploration. We start to accent that third syllable. So it's a change in pronunciation. This week's words are words that change their spellings and or pronunciation when a suffix is added. Of course, we couldn't do the easy words. We have to do the ones that change. Let's take a look at this week's words. Hospital, hospitality, period, periodic, gene, genetic, legal, legality. These are all words that the base word stays the same, okay? But when we add that suffix, in the case of hospitality, ity, or periodic, ic, genetic, ic, and ity for legal, legality, We just see a pronunciation change, no spelling change to the base word. But then we have a bunch of words where we have a spelling change between the base word and the base word with the adic suffix. Explore, exploration, define, definition, preside, president, okay? In all those cases, before we add the shun or the ent, E-N-T suffix, we drop the E. You know, maybe you don't notice in president, but there's no double E. So the suffix is E-N-T, and so we drop the E in preside and then put the suffix E-N-T. And then in provide and provision, we actually have a letter change in there. The D changes to an S in provision, and we drop the silent E, and the E changes to an I-N in criminal. So provide, provision, crime, criminal, those are probably the trickiest word combinations this week. And then in metal to metallic, we double that L, that final L, which is really a word that's not following the 1-1-1 rule, because the 1-1-1 rule is one syllable words with one short vowel ending in one consonant. Okay, that's when we double the consonant before the suffix. But metal, metallic is an exception to that 1-1-1 rule, and we double it even though it's a two-syllable word. So these are our spelling words this week. They are all words that have adics, base words, and then suffix added to base words where the pronunciation changes or the spelling changes. They can be a little tricky. Homework will be to complete the packet, pages 52 to 54, and our secret message this week is for you to think of a word, not one of our spelling words. Think of a word. Tell me it's part of speech. Now add a suffix to it. Now what part of speech is it? So for example, your secret message might look something like this. This is Anselmo. The word I'm thinking of is declare. Declare is a verb. When I add the suffix tion to it, it becomes declaration, which is a noun. Okay? So your secret message should look something like my example. Think of a word, not a spelling word. Tell me it's part of speech. Noun, verb, adjective, adverb. Now add a suffix to that base word. And what's the new part of speech? Let me know in a secret message. Thanks for watching.